right? So I'm the main provider of this house. So if I go and go carelessly to get myself killed for some low hanging fruit who go off and go friggin' live her life and only can tell my wife, oh, your husband was an honorable man. You know, he protected me from these horrible black men. Is that all she's gonna get? Thank you? That all she's gonna get is thank you, right? When her kids need to eat, when they need clothing, when they need housing, right? When they need a man to protect them as well and teach them. Is that what we're really and truly telling our men how we should live? Hey everyone, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and also share the video. Hey everybody, it's the Christian Jamaican Coolie. I know it's been a very long time since I've made a video, and first I want to apologize because you're gonna hear noises like children in the background, you're gonna hear the new baby crying, things like that. But let's move on to the topics. I mean, we could talk about several things today, but we're not going to be talking about several things. It's a lot of news, a lot of things are happening so fast right now. But I want to talk about the woman that was hit with the brick. And I think it's a very important situation for us as men to constantly address. And before I even get into the meat of the matter, here's my stance. Men of value, men of honor, men of dignity and integrity do not protect low-hanging fruit. Again, men of honor, men of value, men of dignity and men of integrity do not protect low-hanging fruit. All skin folk is not kin folk. Alright, I just want to put that out there. I don't care who wants to try to come for me. Right? I'm a married man. I've been married for 5 years. I've been with my wife for 6 years. I have 4 children. 4 children. My last child was just born 2 weeks ago. I, as a man of integrity, honor and value, will not put my life on the line for low-hanging fruit. And I will not encourage men of integrity, honor and value to protect women who are actually low-hanging fruit. Now, let's get to the meat of the matter about why I call this woman low-hanging fruit. Because you see, the problem is that we've taken shame out of society. And without shame, we have a lot of women who have no business talking to men, telling men what to do. A lot of women who have no integrity, no honor, no value, trying to tell us as men what to do. Alright? And these issues needs to constantly be addressed. These issues needs to constantly be addressed. Alright? So, let's get into the meat of the matter. This woman, she got hit with a brick. And she claims, that it's because a guy, she didn't want to give a guy her number. Now, first and foremost, let me just say this. Who exactly is asking these ugly ass women for their numbers? Did you see? You see, that's the thing, you know. We have a lot of unattractive women always capping and lying about stuff, that don't even exist. Right? That's the first thing I want to say now. Who exactly is asking these ugly ass women for their numbers? A lot of people don't want to say this. A lot of men are on this thing of tiptoeing around the internet and stuff like that. But I'm not going to tiptoe around the internet. She's low hanging fruit. She's not an attractive woman. She's not an attractive woman. So when she's there talking about, oh, I didn't give anybody, with her raspy ass voice. I didn't give the man my number. He hit me with a brick. He picked up a stone and hit me with a brick. Like, which guy is really, like, dude, you'd have to be severely drunk to ask a woman that looks like that for her number. Like, every time I look at women like that, I just go, ew. I go, ew. Like growing up, when I saw women that dress like that and look like that and act like that, I don't even like, I make myself scarce. I don't make them be able to see me. You understand? Because I don't talk to low-hanging fruit, or what I consider low-hanging fruit. And to be truthful and honest, she is a low-hanging fruit. She's not a quality woman. And all these women coming on the internet to tell us about how we should be protecting her. Why? Why should we be protecting her? She's not a woman of value. She's not a woman that's worth protecting. It is not everybody that carry a vagina that should be protected. I don't care what ethnicity she is. Could have been black, Chinese, white, what, red, black, blue, green, purple. It no matter. You carrying a vagina don't make you somebody for me to protect, or for any man to protect. That's not how this goes. Scripturally, men, if you are a man of scripture, you already know that there are certain women that are known as Jezebel. That woman is a Jezebel. She carried a Jezebel spirit. She have the hatred for men, and you, there are really and truly women and men out there telling us to protect these types of women. And I'm calling you out, Willie D. You basically got on the internet and talked about taking men to a cliff and dealing with them just because they didn't protect that woman, and that we should normalize things like that. How dare you as a man talk about doing stuff like that to other men just because they withheld their protection from a low-hanging fruit woman, a woman who went out there and put herself in danger. No men of honor and integrity should ever have to protect a woman like that, because she does not deserve to be protected. And that is the problem. In society, there are women that are worth protecting, and there are women that are not worth protecting. Guess in which lane she falls in. She falls into the lane of women that are not worth protection. It is not everybody that is worth it. I am sorry. If I have $1 and I can only give it to one person, I am going to give it to the person that is worthy of that dollar. We need to try to stop doing this thing of simping-sized men. Stop. We need to stop trying to do that. Any man that believe that that woman should have been protected, raise your hand and just unsubscribe from my channel right now. If you as a man really and truly believe that a woman like that, who is extremely disgusting in nature and filled with venom and toxic in nature, she's very toxic. She's a toxic person. If you ever watched her Twitter page, her Twitter videos, her clips, before she put them down and delete them, because people were starting to show that she's a scammer. Because she did this before. She did a scam before in 2020. Look it up on the internet. A lot of people have the videos. She's done this scam before, that people ganged up on her and beat her. And the GoFundMe was for, help Muslim mother pay her medical bills. And they fell for it then. And then she pulled another stunt like this, and people still fall for it now. I am not afraid to say this, right? I'm not going to go into this whole PSA foolishness of you know, I don't think she deserved a brick and blah 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 blah. You know, I don't encourage violence and blah blah blah. Listen, I am from the island of Jamaica. You get what you freaking get. You reap what you freaking sow. If it's a brick, a buckle, a stone, anything where you get a 2x4, you get what you freaking get, and you deserve anything that you worked yourself to earn. You deserve that. That's why the scriptures in Galatians, it says, be not deceived, for God is not mocked. God is not mocked. Elohim is not mocked. Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever a man or woman soweth, that also shall they reap. She went out there and she kept sowing that type of behavior. That is nasty and toxic. And no man should ever go out there and protect nothing like that. Because guess what? At the end of the day, if you ever protect a woman like that, here's what's going to happen. What if the person that she claimed hit her is her ex-lover, and them just having a lover's quarrel? Right? What if the man stab you to death? What if the man put a bullet in your head? Right? You're 6 feet in the ground. Your loved ones have to pay for your freaking funeral. Your loved ones have to take care of probably your expenses that are now going to fall on them. Are these people that are forcing you and telling you that you as a man supposed to be standing up for low-hanging fruit going to take care of those expenses? Now let me put myself in that situation. If I protect a woman that is low-hanging fruit like that one, which one of these women are going to foot my wife's rent, housing rent, her utilities, food for her children, clothing for her children, and even stuff for her mother as well? Because as I said before, her mother lives with us, you know, right? So I'm the main provider of this house. So if I go and go carelessly to get myself killed for some low-hanging fruit who got off and go friggin' live her life and only can tell my wife, oh, your husband was an honorable man, you know, he protected me from these horrible black men. Is that all she's gonna get? Thank you? That all she's gonna get is thank you, right? When her kids need to eat, when they need clothing, when they need housing, right? When they need a man to protect them as well and teach them. Is that what we're really and truly telling our men how we should live? We're teaching men not to value their lives and to base their value off of protecting low-hanging fruit. And the truth of the matter is, a lot of you women who are angry, you are low-hanging fruit and you know it. A lot of you women who are angry that men have said that they're not protecting low-hanging fruit, you're angry because you know for a fact that you are low-hanging fruit and that no man is going to come to your defense, and you know it. You know it. You know you're low-hanging fruit. You know you're not worth protection. Second, I don't protect no woman that don't belong to me. You're not my wife. I don't sleep with you. I don't provide for you. We don't live in the same house. We don't have a relationship. you are not mine to protect. You're not mine to protect. Your protection comes from either your father or your brother. This is why even in the Muslim community, you don't go outside without a friggin' man. Because when you go outside, your protection falls on that man that you go outside with. You understand? And it's going to be the same thing with my daughter. My daughter's protection is going to fall on her brothers and on me until I have to pass her off to a man that I deem fit. That I deem fit to protect her. And if that man is not fit to protect her and the seed that he's going to have with her, him nah marry her. I'm gonna make sure that him nah marry my daughter. Because if you can't protect my daughter or any seed you have with my daughter, you're not worthy of her. And you have to prove that to me. You have to prove to me so you can protect your own wife. You understand? You have to prove that to me. Oh, and Willie D was like, oh, you know, it's okay. I know you guys are scared. You don't want to go to prison. You don't want to lose your life. No. We, as men of value, don't want to use our value on people who have no value. It's truthful. Don't protect people who are not worth protecting. She's not worth protecting. She's not a woman worthy of protection. Men, you need to learn to value yourself. Learn to value yourself as a man. Learn to value your own life. Learn to value your own steps. Society is not going to value you. Society is going to try and place a value on you, and that value is mistaken. They're going to try to tell that you don't value anything and that you are expendable for these women that are not worth it. Not worth it. Men, we have to start standing up for ourselves. We have to start standing up for ourselves. You understand? It's time this type of madness, especially within. As a matter of fact, let's remember this too. This didn't happen in the American black society. It didn't happen in the Caribbean black society. It happened in a different black community. And yet still, black American men was blamed for it. I saw so many women, even women that were afraid to show their faces. Why are you afraid to show your face? Talking so many vicious, divisive, vile, animalistic, and toxic things about men. Yeah, no wonder why you're afraid to show your face. No wonder why you're afraid to show your face. Like I said before, a lot of these women, I don't care how many subscribers I have. These people will attack us based on subscribers. I don't care. Because it's always going to be the quality, not the quantity. You understand? It's going to be the quality, not quantity. I don't care. Having a low subscriber, it don't matter to me. I have a job outside of this. I live and breathe. You understand? I'm good. You know? Anyway, that's my 2 cents on the topic. Just to even talk about this, you can hear my daughter. She's screaming. Anyway, just to talk about a situation, you guys know that some time ago our account was hacked and every single dime and dollar was stolen out of our bank account. For 10 days we were basically grounded. We're basically grounded, and we give the Most High thanks for carrying us through the situation. Because let me tell you something, I didn't even have $1 to go and get gas, and I had my son at the time with $0 in my bank, at least not even zero, negative in our bank account and thing. And I mean, I've thought many times to take up this whole YouTube thing. I just don't know where to start, how to build my channel, and hopefully if it will ever even be successful. But at the time, still to right now, I still have a job and stuff. But thank you to those who really, probably prayed. Those of you who, sent their well wishes and stuff. We're fine now. The money has been returned to us. And I mean, we do experience financial hardships, and I'm working it out, doing my best to continue to provide for my family. And honestly, really and truly, I do say I am jealous of YouTubers who have a big subscriber base that can basically have YouTube pay them money, and then even they do their little lives where they get super chats and stuff like that. And that's where I would like to be one day. But I have to be able to have the time to dedicate to it. And right now I have 4 children. I have my wife and my mother-in-law to take care of, and so I have to work a lot. But thank you people for watching. This is the Christian Jamaican Coolie, soon to be called the Hebrew Jamaican Coolie, and there's going to be a story within that. Second thing is, I'm going to be making a video on Brother Polite soon. Hopefully I can get it off within like the next couple of hours too. But peace, people. I am out.